it blew up a capacitor, as you can see. The first official empty into the new shed. There's a ladybug in there again. You can actually see out the top window, it's quite nice. Got a wee party of cows following me this morning. Morning Holly! What a bee! Big breakdown. It's the drill working there. Around the animals. Kev's off there in the van, he's got a pile of minerals to mix up feeding along the road, so he's taking them along the road to Drumharvey, dropped them off where there was barley bruised yesterday, and I don't know if there's rapeseed pellets there or not, or whether he still needs to get some, but do that. Me and Dad are off to an agronomy meeting, go and see what's the latest news is with the crops and what we should and shouldn't be doing. Just back from the agronomy meeting. So consensus is winter barley this year, kind of across the board, has been slightly back on last year in terms of yield, but not hugely. Decent crops all round. Oilseed rate, there's not been much cut, so there's not much consensus on that. Oilseed rate is going into the ground, get it in as soon as possible, get the slug pellets down a few days after that. Yeah, and then we're just kind of talking about the next crops that are coming. Winter, the spring barleys, the oats and the wheat, what to expect, and then what to do in terms of drilling, what chemicals to use, what rates and all that jazz. Dad keeps a note of all that stuff and keeps that under control. Leave him to it. Anyway, I need to go to the joiner just now, just pulling up with the forklift house. He's got some things to lift up into the ceiling. So you can see he's got all this sheeted, and these sheets are for the next two sections. He's getting all these sheets off, chuck them up on the roof, and then by the time he closes all this off, he can use that to sheet the rest of it. And that's it. All those sheets that are on the pallet are on the roof. There's enough to finish off the whole of the ceiling. Just grabbed the cage off of the extension there. We're going to go and put the beams across from the Kerto beams up in the conversion of the shed. There's still 2 bays to put the beams up, so he'll do one more just now, so we'll get the beams all into place, put them on top of the cage, he'll be in the cage, and you can get them up into place. Finished with the cage, take the wee safety pin out, back and hold it. Dunk had a wee clean in the forklift so you can actually see out the top window, it's quite nice. Just brought the forklift out and the bale grab to the sunflower area, and I'm going to bring out the trailer of bales and then start positioning them. And I'll start to kind of show the layout, and it'll bring things together a wee bit more. My reference sunflower is just about ready to open. So these bales on this trailer I'll take out, there's no straps on them. I'm not going on the road or anything, just taking them out to the field, so hopefully they'll just stay on. Don't go too fast over the bumps. You can see the drains coming to a point there and then all the way down into the main ditch down there. Famous dog trainer. Up we come. I'll park this load up here and then I'll be able to just tweak them all into place for the forklift, and then hopefully reverse the trailer back down here. You can't, well, you kind of can get out the top. There's a gap in the hedge over there, and there is a gate over there, but that's a bit tight over there. I've brought a load out just now. I've left myself, I need to get access in here with the forklift, so I've left a gap. It's basically going to make a tunnel up here, a walkway with the bales once I've got everything in that I need to get in. Still got one to take off. I need to get the strap off of there. They're kind of scattered everywhere at the moment. Dad's just phoning the wood chip guys. Could do with a load of wood chips for in here, just to make the entranceway and whatnot a wee bit nicer. Just going to phone them, see if they can go get a load today. If they can, I'll probably just go pick it up now. Once I've got these last 4 bales off. You can see the rain coming in the distance, so I've just made sure all the bales are not sitting upright so the rain doesn't soak into them. Going to go and take the trailer back, leave the forklift out here. I've got flat bales to bring out. I don't know how I'll manage. I might be able to get them with that spike off. Possibly. Not figured it out yet. We've not got a wee 2-prong or 3-prong spike just to pick up bales. You can get them in the fork, but don't want to start breaking the wee strings that hold them all together. It's kind of taking shape, so there's the entry to the path. You can't quite see it yet. The spray obviously hadn't kicked in by then, it was just water, so I need to deal with that. This is going to have bales with seating area. This section is going to be a picking area, and it's also the end of the path. It finishes just round that corner. You walk into this area. These bales are going to line like a tunnel into here. Then I'll have a wee archway at the end. Yeah, it's getting there. Taking a wee bit of organising and figuring out, but the plan in my head is starting to come together. This seems to be a really good crop for wildlife and bugs and all the. There's loads of ladybugs. There's quite a lot of other bugs and beasties kicking about. There's a ladybug in there again. There's a wee bug. Don't know what that is. It's not a ladybug. Different kind of thing. There's another wee beastie. All the critters love it. And there's also loads of hares in amongst here. They seem to be kicking about a lot. Oh, there's a big head. So if I go right now, the wood chip guys are able to load me up. So I'm going to go chuck the big trailer on, head along, get some wood chips. Dad's cutting the grass. Also, piece of container. Been a bit slow at the moment, but John was at it just now, building a counter for that. Tyler's coming on Monday to do the back wall of it. I need to finish painting a wee bit of it in terms of the heat resistant paint, fire resistant paint, or fire retardant paint, whatever you call it. And then I also need to paint the whole inside on top of that, and also the exterior of it. And then we need to get Sparky in. He needs to fit up electricity, lighting, and then we need to get a peace oven in, and chilled unit. There's quite a few things to do with that actually. We're getting there, slow and steady. Anyway, wood chip for now. Put this trailer on. I'll head along to get it. Get this on. Looks on. And I'll just pick up the brakes and the lights and we're good to go. We're off. Turn those lights off. Shut that door. Wood chips. Chips now, load up, get it 5 ton in there. Loaded up, it just got the sheet over in time before the rain came on there. Made it back home to the yard, so that is a 4.88 ton load at 24.5% moisture, which is a wee bit higher than normal, but it'll be fine at that. Just going to go take it, I'll probably just tip it in the new shed it. So. This is going to be the first official empty into the new shed. Ready? There we go, that's it. Wood chips, first load in here. This is going to be the seed barley bay anyway, so it's not going to be ready for a good while, so it'll be cleared long before then. Shed looks a lot smaller when you've got a trailer tipped right way up and it starts to fill up with blocks and tractors and trailers and wood chips. Yeah, another one. Yesterday I asked what this machine is, this tool. It's called a lathe, so this is actually the back of it, front of it's against the wall. And it's used for turning metal pieces, anything kind of round and whatnot. Basically you put things in the chuck, this rotates when the motor's running, and you put a cutting tool in here and you can do what you want with it. You can make smaller diameters, you can cut threads of any shape and size, you can cut inside bores, you can do a lot of stuff on this. This isn't running at the moment. I bought it as a bit of a project, and I currently need to take the motor down to someone to look at the motor. Everything else is going. I have had it going, but the motor is causing issues. It blew up a capacitor. As you can see in there, there's the remnants of a capacitor that was similar size to this that blew up. Got the flatbed back on now. The forklift's still out in the field from earlier. We'll grab the forklift, put some square bales on the trailer, and then we'll get them out to the patch as well. I've just shimmied these bales out the way with the headstock, and I'm going to see if the grab will just grab them that way. I'm not sure, it might work. These don't work kind of a long ways that way. They don't close enough. They close just a fraction short and it doesn't work. I'm now going to try the dung grape. Bale grab is the way. I can pick up two by kind of spiking the bottom one. I need to be against a wall because they're quite big girthy spikes. They're not thin ones that just poke straight through it. And then a single one I can just down and grab it, and then go on either side with this side and the far side where the string isn't. I don't break the strings. You can tell we don't deal with square bales ever. Round ones, yes. Square, nah. I was going to take them out in a trailer, but I'm just needing 4 out here at the moment, so I'll just take 2 out. There's a hare in the distance. I was mentioning there's quite a lot of them. See it? That's how you get one away. And that's how I'm just shifting a single. Put that next door to it as another table. Watch out for the bales behind me. Perfect, go and grab another few. 2 more. Need to bring out some hay later on, but I might wait a few days, just put it out when it's drier. Bales are in. I need hay bales for seats around here. This section I need to kind of cord off this so this doesn't get picked, but anywhere kind of from this line onwards can get picked if they're coming to pick your own. I'm trying to avoid the wind because it's quite windy today, but the heads are starting to get that, like, that's a big head. You can see the petals starting to form in there, that wee yellow bit there. They're coming, they're coming. Maybe my next weekend, which is well, it's Friday today. Maybe a week's time. Hopefully. So for now, I need to go and kind of look at my plan. I made a wee plan of the drawings of where everything's going to be. I need to just update a little bit and think about where I'm going to put a couple of things before I do anything else. So that's going to be the end of this video. Thanks for watching. I don't think I've got a question of the day today. What have I got? What have I got? On a forklift here. What's that wee bit there for?